Hello, sir. Good day. Our topic is about art history. What is art history? The study of art from across the world and from the ancient to the present day covers virtually every aspect of human history experience. This is because it looks at works of art not just as object, but as a way of understanding the world and the societies in which they were created. So, art history is important to know because it is the foundation and origin. Artworks today would not be surprising if not because of the past. And art is not just an object, but it also has meanings. And prehistoric art. In the history of art, prehistoric art is all art produced in pre-literate prehistorical culture beginning somewhere in very late geological history and generally continuing until the culture either develops writing or other methods of record keeping or makes significant contact with another culture that has and that makes some record of major historical events. At this point, ancient arts begins from the older literate culture. The end date for what is covered by the term thus varies great between different parts of the world. So, this is the era where the most of their artwork is set in stone. Here, the writing or the methods of record keeping are still being developed. These are examples of artworks during this period. Carvings and paintings, kakadu. The cave paintings, rock carvings, and archaeological sites records the skills and way of life of the region's inhabitants. From the hunter-gatherers of prehistoric times to the abo- aboriginal people still living here. So, what they carve or paint on the stone show how they live in their region, like hunting animals. Venus of Brasempu date circa 25,000 BP France. The Venus of Brasimpu, French La Dame de Brasimpu, meaning Lady of Brasimpu or Dame a la Capucci. Lady with the Hood is a fragmentary ivory figurine from the Upper Paleolithic, apparently broken from a larger figure of stone, time unknown. It was discovered in a cave at Basimpu, France in 1892, about 25,000 years old. It is one of the earliest known realistic representation of a human face. So this sculpture is a woman with a hood and it can be seen that it is very well made. Then next is art of ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt art refers to art produced in ancient Egypt between 6 millennium BC and the 4th century AD, spanning from prehistoric Egypt until the Christianization of Roman Egypt. It includes paintings, sculptures, drawing on papyrus, faience, jewelry, ivories, architecture, and other art media. It is also very conservative. The art of style changed very little our time. Much of the surviving art comes from tombs and monuments, giving more insight into the ancient Egyptian afterlife benefits. The Great Pyramid of Giza, constructed between circa 2580 to 2560 BC during the Old Kingdom period, The last remaining of the seven wonders of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid of Giza, are perhaps the most famous and discussed structures in history. These massive monuments were unsurpassed in height for the thousands of years after their construction and continue to amaze and enthrall us with their overwhelming mass and seemingly impossible perfection. So we see that Pyramid of Gaza is well made, and we see their unity in making this great structure. And the second is the mass of Tutankhamun, circa 1327 BC. It is made of gold, glass, and semi-precious stones. The mask of Tutankhamun is a gold mask of the 18th dynasty ancient Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun reigned in 1334 to 1325 BC. It was discovered by Howard Carter in 1925 in Tomb KB62 in the Valley of Kings and is now housed in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. The Death Mask is one of the best known works of art in the world and a prominent symbol of ancient Egypt. So, this mask of Tutankhamun is made of gold. It was made for the king of Egypt, Tutankhamun, and it was found in his tomb.
Ancient Greek art stand out among the other of ancient culture of its development of naturalistic but idealized depiction of human body, in which largely nude male figure were generally the focus of innovation. The rate of stylistic development between about 750 and 300 BC was remarkable by ancient standard, and in surviving work it is the best seen in sculpture. There were important innovations in painting, which have to be essentially reconstructed due to lack of original survival of quality, other than the distinct field of paint poetry. Example of ancient Greek art is a vase. More anera stylist into drawing near ang mga goddess or ang mga story about the goddess. Example is Hercules and Athena. Athena was the goddess of wisdom and military victory, and also the patron of city of Athens. Was Hercules' half-sister. Her parents was Zeus and Metis. The next example of ancient Greek art is the Hellenistic Pergamon altar. Nereus, Doris, and giant Oceanus